Caleb. Could use your help on some things. So I'm breaking this up into sort of chunks. Chunk would be a campaign extension that only added money to the existing time. A chunk would be a campaign extension that only occurred after the end of the current campaign. So those two distinct cases we talked about. And then there'll be subscription and single order, so the combination of all those things. So right now I'm working on the beginnings of that. So I've got this set up over here under campaign extension. You go to it, and again, we can polish all this up. Right now I'm just trying to get it to work, and then we can look at protections and those kind of things. So someone would come here, we'd have it set where the campaigns that show up are only those that they have access to and are modifiable and all the other criteria. Right now it's just the list I was using before. So let's say we just happen to pick this one. So when I pick that, the page refreshes and brings up information about that campaign, particularly the dates, and just some other information. Again, we can add or subtract from that. It also now displays a new field, add or extend. So let's do a campaign extension. So a campaign extension, by definition, starts at the current campaign end date, which is September 30th, and then goes to the new end date, which will make October 30th. So now when we go to the packages page, which will be what happens when we hit submit, this should go from September 30th to October 30th. So we click the button, comes over here, brings up the packages page. We'll get rid of all these messages and stuff. So it brings up exactly what was there before, all the same media channels, all the same settings. But you'll notice now the campaign start date is the end of the previous one, and the end date is the one that we set at October 30th. So all the settings are the same, everything is the same, except for the date range. Right now, that's all that's changing. Everything else is the same. So now we could go from here and purchase, and this is where the new logic will kick in, whether it goes to a subscription or a single order and all those sorts of things. But just wanted you to take a look at this and let me know what things, both visually here, can they not change? Like maybe target audience is something they can't change, for instance. And maybe by can't, I mean we don't want to let them do that right now for simplification's sake. Maybe it's things we need to prevent right now to expedite the release of this, but we do want to add later. So again, minimal viable product. What should we not let them change here? So that's a question for you concerning audience, payment, voter file, media channels, whatever it is that we should restrict here for an extension. An extension, again, meaning after the end of the current campaign, but considered part of the current campaign. Again, any comments you have on all this? Also, you could help me by identifying those things that when we extend a campaign like this, we change in the calculations, like things that would be single payment types that were already taken account in the original campaign, like a voter file fee or some sort of fee like that that has already been paid in the original, and so we don't add it into this one. So if you could put together that list for me, I'm going to march on here, getting all the structure in place. We'll wait to hear back from you on those specifics, and I'll get those implemented. Thank you, Caleb.